Hi, I'm Michael Kurosh. I live in Santa Barbara, California, one of the most beautiful places on earth. My design center is where people come to reimagine their homes and spaces. I work with the best designers, clients with broad tastes, and experts who navigate the fascinating world of design. I'm always excited to learn something new, and I never say no to a challenge. This is Design Santa Barbara. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kurosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, about to head south to Montecito, California, to see a project my dear friend Monica Senn has to show us. If you remember, Monica's mother is Mary Lou Sorrell from the past seasons. She's a talented designer, and Monica has inherited that from her. So she works for the architectural firm Warner Group. Warner Group is the premier architectural and interior design firm in California, and under the leadership of Teep Kong has grown exponentially, and they do the finest architectural jobs in the country. So please join us. Let's head south and see what Monica has to show us today. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Such a beautiful place.
It is.
It's so nice. It's a beautiful morning in Santa Barbara, and
Yes.
you look very well too.
Thank you, thank you. So I have a project I'd like to show you today.
Love to see it.
Okay.
It must be stunning.
Okay,
Let's go.
it is.
I'm excited. Wow, this is stunning. That is a grand entrance. Look at this.
Yes, our foyer greets you.
It greets you with a big punch. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Very, very, very elegant.
Very elegant.
So tell us a little bit about the house. How did you end up doing this?
The owners called Warner Group about 10 years ago, and we remodeled and did some of the interiors, and then throughout the years they've just keep calling us back to do another room here and there, and I'm going to show you a few of the latest rooms that I just finished this
I'd love
year.
to see that. So this is a
Starting
marvelous
here,
chandelier.
yes.
What is this?
Yes, so they had a heavy iron chandelier here previously and wanted to have something a little lighter, a little more delicate.
Lighter in color, but not lighter in weight.
No, no. Well, with the volume ceilings and the grandness, it needed to support that. And so I had it, you know, the reverse wedding cake down, and each leaf was installed one at a time.
Wow, where are the leaves coming from? They look very, very interesting.
Glass, and all the ironwork is a black nickel. Wanted to tie in with the black railings and not be too heavy.
You know, the railings are very traditional Spanish colonial look, and this is
Right.
modern looking, but they blend very well together.
Yes, and that's what's so nice, is that you don't have to just stay with the style of the home, of being a Spanish home, traditional, but bringing in another level of elegance.
This is
too.
your expertise. It's beautiful. So tell us a little bit about the furnishings you use
So
here.
we've got a hand-carved 22 karat gold leaf table with the marble top, an antique mirror, all with hand carvings, flanking by a couple chairs that I had custom made with Fortuny fabrics, and just keeping it simple.
And the
and
matching
then-
settee.
And a matching settee that, again, light palette, beautiful blues, which are their favorite color. And so you'll see that as we walk through the house, that
This attention
blue.
to detail is impeccable. Look at those
Yes,
round
and
pillows you did.
So
It's
the
just
little
like work of art.
bolsters.
And it's a
So
lot
there
of
was
detail.
fun to design and pick out all the trim and the fringe and tassels and fabrics.
It's a lot of work, but it is beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this
and the floor. So
That
we've got
is-
this beautiful terracotta floor with the.
Are they old?
So the floors are older and bringing in some color, and then you've got the tiles that go up the stairs as well.
Where'd you get the little tiles from?
These were all here.
Oh, they were original to the house?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
so they must be
Yes.
very nice, very nice. Okay, so where do we go from here?
And so I'll take you to the great room.
Oh, that great room you did a few
Yes.
weeks ago. All right,
Yes.
that finished. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Wow, no wonder you call it the great room.
Yes.
It is a great room.
It is a great room.
Fantastic.
Yes, it was a fun project. I had free reign in here except for the Steinway, of
Is that an
course.
original Steinway and Sons, isn't
Yes,
it?
it
Wow,
is.
that's a treasure.
Yes, it's gorgeous. And so we closed it up and rolled the rug, and we actually crated around the entire piano.
You created it so it doesn't get damaged?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
exactly. Yes. And then we began, and the ceilings were very heavy and dark and rather orange. And so I wanted to lighten them up. And so we started with the ceilings, and then in the meantime, I picked out some beautiful sofas that had nice shape to them, and
It's kind of unique sofas you picked.
yes.
And there are two of them.
And there are two of them, so you can have conversations, because this is a great room for entertaining. And we have a large coffee table between the two sofas, and that way you're not too far away from the person on the other side, and
But distance
plenty-
enough.
distance enough.
So be able to
yes.
talk. That's very
Yes,
nice.
yes, which is important, because I don't like rooms where the furniture is so spread apart that you can't actually have a conversation.
It's
with
intimate,
someone.
but very
Yes.
nicely distant. So you just,
Yes.
you feel like
Yes.
very good. It's very nice. Actually, a
so-
lot of houses that I go, their furniture, as you said, they're so big and so far apart, and you have to yell at the other person. Whereas here is very nice.
Yes.
You sit down, you can have a nice conversation, and the fireplace is very nice too.
And the fireplace is very nice. It was a real white plaster, and so I did a very light lime wash just to tone it down, working with the staining of the beams and plastering the walls over so we could apply the silk wallpaper.
And that's very, very, very subliminal. You don't see it at first sight at all. I didn't know
Right.
it until you mentioned it.
Yes, and so it's nice just having that subtle texture on the walls. It just softens up the room, and the drapery with the flowers going up the vines on the silk drapery.
Tell us a little bit about these details you do. Like you do that little beautiful demi-lou you do with that beautiful lamp you have, and the pillows and the whole nine yards. Tell us a little bit about each one of them.
Right, so this little cabinet holds her music while she, that all stores. So we measured all of her music books and made sure that they fit in there, and then designed the cabinet with all the hand painting. And
He
then
looks
the
like he's
color.
200 years old.
I know, it's beautiful. It
Very
turned out
nicely
really
done.
nice. I was thrilled with it. And the color, the blue, again, bringing
The rest of
they
the house
said,
in. Yes.
everything, well, blue everywhere. And then we have our pink chairs, which were very fun to do. And just a nice little intimate seating while either she's playing the piano or her daughter's playing the piano. They're very comfortable, actually.
And the pillows.
And the
I remember you
pillows.
picked the rug at the very end too.
I did. I picked the rug at the very end because I know I can always find a rug from you.
You are very talented. You're very good. Usually designers start with the rug first, but I thank you for your confidence in me.
I knew my colors and what I wanted, and I had all these great fabrics, and they were all coming together. And I also love that I can have everything installed and here, and then you bring the rugs in.
Yes.
I mean, we meet at your design room and look at the rugs and then make some selections and bring
thank
them
you.
here.
The rug you picked actually is one of my all-time favorite rugs, and it comes from a George Washington Smith house as well, which is the style of this house at least, and the colors is very unusual. You have a great taste, my friend. I have to tell you, not because you're my friend, just I see it. Every little detail. You know, you were saying about that lampshade.
About the lampshade. So everything you're going to see little, if you look close enough, you're going to see little trims and fringe and gimp and tape. And this lampshade, I put trim, just a little trim around the edge. Is something that anybody could do. You start with a plain lampshade, but just that little bit transforms it.
Transforms it. Not for the viewers. You can do it yourself.
Yes, you can do it yourself.
DIY. Here we go.
Yes.
And you said about these flowers. Everywhere you have beautiful flowers, and then you have the chandelier that actually you painted the anchor on that.
Yes. So the chandelier in here originally was a very heavy iron Spanish chandelier. There were sconces on the walls. I got to take all of those off. And I just wanted to really feature my chandelier. But I had to use the existing iron brackets because they were custom fit into the beam. And so I had them all hand painted, faux to match the hook and the chain for the chandelier.
That's attention to the minute details that a lot of people would miss. That's what I love about you and the Warner Group. You guys do amazing jobs.
Thank you.
One after another.
Thank you.
Very nice. So, and the wall hangings at the very back, those...
I know, there's beautiful hand-painted panels, and the blue just really picked up my sofa fabric. I loved them as soon as I saw them, and it just kind of anchored on the back wall and brings that color all the way through to the room.
It's just everything is matching without overpowering the room. Everything is.
Yes, and then you look outside and it just comes inside. You've got the green and the vines and the trees. It's a beautiful...
It's dreamy.
It's a great room.
Thank you. So, where do we go from here?
Okay, so I'm gonna take you through the kitchen, and I have a little surprise for you in there. I wanna show you.
Kitchen is my favorite room in any house. I'd love to see this one. Okay, I follow you. What a beautiful home. I cannot wait to see the kitchen, my favorite room in the house. We will be right back after this short break. Today we are with Miss Sherry Bagai from Sherry B Design, and she's our in-house window and drapery specialist. So, Miss Sherry, viewers had a question as why should they actually use window coverings in their home where they can have it free and open and everybody can, God knows, look in and they can look out. Could you explain?
There are many reasons, obviously, but I'm going to give you 6 important reasons that why having window coverings in the house is beneficial to you. Number 1 is the style. You know, with adding window coverings, you can make a room look formal, informal, contemporary. You can definitely bring a style and a warmth to the room. Second one, probably, I think the most important would be privacy. We all want to have privacy inside the house, so honeycomb shades are perfect. They would let the light in, but nobody can see inside and outside. I think the third most important reason would be the light that comes through. If you don't have any window coverings, your wood floor can get faded, your area rugs can get affected by the lights. The next important one would be the energy cost. Yes. With the window covering, you can make the room cooler, warmer, and definitely helps you with keeping the cost of your electricity and gas low. Last but not least would be how much value it would add to your home. If you're thinking about selling your home, definitely the right window covering, window treatment makes your home more elegant and more desirable.
More representative.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with all of them. And I highly recommend you, if you're looking for window coverings, come see Sherry B at Santa Barbara Design Center and get the right and proper window covering and add to your home and make your life happier.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are in Montecito, California, visiting my dear friend Monica Senn from the Warner Group, and let's see what she has done with the rest of the house.
So we're going to come into the kitchen next.
As you know, kitchen is my
Breakfast.
all-time favorite room. It's the place that I get satisfaction in any house.
I love the kitchen. Love to cook.
All right.
Okay, so we're in here, and this is where they have breakfast and they eat dinners and can entertain as well in here with their dogs. And so I designed this hutch. There was nothing in here on this wall, and so they wanted to be able to have an extra place for serving and then also incorporate the dog beds.
The dogs are important in this house. I mean, in any house, but in this house especially, I
Yes,
hear.
very important in here.
Wonderful.
And so I picked up some of the tile, the blue, again, bringing our blue through into this room, and stained the whole cabinet.
The cabinet looks like it's old, but you just made it.
But we just made it.
It's incredible.
And so we really wanted it to look like a piece of furniture. And so it was very important with the finish and the glass being a heavy seated glass and beautiful hardware, all from France, and leaded doors, and then which house the dog beds on the bottom.
So
and
cute.
then we've got great performance fabrics, so they're easily washed. We had 2 sets made, so while one is being cleaned, they always have their bed. And then also on the counter stools in the kitchen, I picked another really great performance fabric with the white and the blue picking up
This
from
is
the
the
tile.
thing about performance fabrics that you said a little bit earlier too. So you can't wash them. They never get dirty, and it's not unlike the cotton and linens we used to have in the past. They used to get
Right.
dirty
Yes.
due to the rings
And they've come a long ways with performance fabrics. They don't feel, they're not.
yeah, the
that-
texture is very
Yes,
natural
very
and soft and
Yes.
I mean indestructible basically.
Right.
So yes, and I see you have these beautiful tiles. Is that a relation to that?
Yes, and so the tile with the blues and little bits of green and yellow, it just pulls it through to the whole house, and then again outside and bringing that inside.
Very nice. This kitchen is just beautiful, and I love this, what you did out here. And the cabinet, I thought is old actually, honestly. I thought you brought from France, but you made it purposely for that room.
Right.
Very nice.
Yes.
So, where do we go from here?
Okay, and then I'm going to take you into the family room.
Oh yes, let's do
Okay.
it.
Then we come into the family room next, right off the kitchen.
Extremely cozy.
It is. It's a wonderful gathering space. They sit at night and watch TV, and we've got our big sectional, which is slip covered and performance fabric again.
You have performance fabric slip cover. This is
Yes.
double security.
Yes,
All right.
yes. And we have 2 sets, one for spring, one for fall.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Changes the look of the room a little bit, and also while one's being cleaned, you've got an extra one.
Oh, that's very clever. So we should learn this thing. We should have 2 sets of slip covers
sets, if you
for
can.
different seasons.
Right.
All right. Maybe we should
One's-
4. One for spring, fall.
And then when it's being cleaned, also have performance fabric on the chairs and slip covered as well. But then we have these beautiful pillows,
Yes, a lot of pillows.
a lot of pillows. You want to be very comfortable, relax, watch TV.
And this is actually looks very comfortable. And the pillows, I love the pillows. You know, you could have pillow fights if you get, bored.
That's right.
And then the TV you
right.
put actually there, that is a very clever thing too. Then recently you
Love
could,
the TV.
it's not a TV necessarily, it's a work of art. They put
Right.
the frame and they have you put any picture
yes.
you like.
So it always looks nice. You could be sitting playing cards and not even have the TV on and just,
Enjoy the
Nice.
beauty of it.
that's right.
And then you have this, you have a lot of rectangular coffee tables. So
Yes.
that's your style. I was
Yes.
just, why is
I
it?
like large coffee tables, especially when you have a large seating group, for everybody has a place to put their drink on, you can serve from it, and
You almost can have
have-
a family dinner on it.
you can if you want.
You could if you
Of
want.
course.
That's very nice.
You have
And-
performance fabric?
Well, yeah, you could.
go.
Yeah, why not? You have this beautiful rug, which is, I love old rugs.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but I'm a
love-
rugaholic. I love old rugs. And it ties your whole room beautifully together. The color you picked is amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, you're good. And we were talking about the cabinet.
I was talking about
yes.
that. Yes, beautiful piece, antique, I found on First Dibs, and I love having antiques mixed in with our new furniture pieces, and then you have your antique rug, and it all works.
It actually is amazing. You have an antique. Is a French, I take it, correct? French chinoise. And then you have that modern frame TV on it, and they go very well together. They just complement each other. This is not very many people can accomplish this. I have to hand it to you. It's amazing. Just beautiful. You did a great job. All right, and you had this game table to put
We had
here,
a game
obviously in a family
table.
room.
Right, right. And the seat cushions I had all made so that they could be removed in case we have to clean them. And so everything easy to clean.
Okay, yeah, beautifully done. And the drapery.
And the draperies with the trim, the tape on the window shade. We have custom Roman shade as well as custom iron hardware.
And I saw your ring. Reminded me
Yes.
at your.
Yes. So right when you were coming into the room from the kitchen, there's a little vestibule where I found this great little cabinet that fit perfectly, and with a touch of black and this beautiful flower that is almost like a brooch, like
Beautiful.
a piece of jewelry. So I had to have that there.
Okay, sounds good. So, where do we go from here?
We're gonna go outside next.
All right, we'll do that. All right, Monica, this is the beautiful outdoors. And let's remember, this is February in Santa
know,
Barbara.
I know.
Other places, they have 117 inches of snow.
Yes.
And me and you standing here in the sun.
It's-
It's heaven.
And that's why I wanted to create a nice space out here for them to be able to continue the entertaining. And so we built and designed this pergola with retractable shades, and of course all of our performance fabrics again, but keeping it very light neutral on the fabrics,
It's essential, yes.
especially because you're seeing it from the inside and didn't want it to interfere with any of my colors. And
Everything is
just
thought
having-
for.
Yes.
Yes.
And just having this beautiful space for entertaining.
I saw you put those heaters under the table.
And we have heaters under the table.
That is
hidden
really
under there.
very thoughtful. It is
Yes.
because it gets cold at night out
It
here.
does.
Yes.
It does. And so, and then the tables can be moved out. The tops are a faux stone, so they're very lightweight and can be moved around to accommodate large parties.
That's
And then
wonderful.
we have all the string lights and custom designed the lanterns as
You
well.
feel like you're in south of France. So nice. I would not be this weather, but yeah, it's good.
True.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're
and
welcome.
you know, I would love to take and sit down and in the great room and ask you a few questions.
Okay, sounds good.
Maybe our viewers wanted to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Let's
Let's go. Monica, thank you so very much again showing us this fabulous project and the house you did. I am just stunned how beautiful this looks.
Thank you so much.
And I
Michael.
should not be, because I know you do this, and every single time I look at your projects and I go, wow, this lady is talented. Thank you so much. Our viewers would like to know a little bit more about you. It is, I know you for many years, I know your mom, I know you guys are fantastic people, but explain about yourself and what you do to our viewers.
Okay, well, I studied fashion originally, but come from a very creative family. And as you know, my mother is a designer.
Is a fabulous designer.
Fabulous, and she was on your show as well.
Yes, and honored to have her again if one these days she can.
But since she had retired, I then started working with Warner Group Architects and Interiors, and it's been wonderful because I continue to do what I love so much.
I can see it. What sets you a little bit apart between you and our other colleagues? I know what sets you apart, but tell them.
I love working, I love my job, and with clients, really getting to know them and listening to what their needs are and how they live in the home. And for these clients, they really wanted a very beautiful, elegant, traditional furnishings, even though the house was this classic Spanish. And just melding those together was, I think all came together very nicely.
I think it has a lot to do because you have this fashion background, because everything you do, you had a word for it, I don't know, you said something about it, but that is what makes you different. Everything, the little details that you don't see, but they are there.
Right, and you shouldn't see them. I don't think they should be like, it's not over the top, it's not in your face, it's very elegant and timeless attention to details that are subtle.
That's very true. That's what you do. Timeless is the word for your style. And I've seen it. You take like the antique rugs, you melt them with the modern sofas, but everything is just not in your face and it's just timeless. You could do the same. You could have been done in 1920s. It could have been done in 2075,
And the furniture everything will still look beautiful in 10, 20 years from now.
Yes, that's true. Well, I appreciate it so very much. I'm looking forward to have you again in the show. And it was a great addition and I enjoyed the house. Thank you.
Thank you,
Monica.
Thank you so much.